Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you are all well out there as you are listening to the show tonight. So, last weekend, I dove and took the big leap and did my very first metaphysical fair on Saturday. It was a local fair in Portland, Oregon, and it was fantastic. It was great energy. There were lots of people there. And even some of you listening tonight, I know, came out to see me this evening. So I want to say thank you for coming out and supporting me during that time. I had a marvelous time, and I think that I will do it again. So I have another fair coming up in Astoria, Oregon, in on October 21st. So if you are in the area, do come out and say hello to me. It was great seeing all the new faces and some of the old faces that I have known for some time. So do come out and see me there. And also, if you are looking to do some serious healing in your life and you are ready to expand and ready to shift and change, join Melinda and I in Bonnyville, Canada, October 14th and 15th as we do a retreat up there. It's going to be magical and wonderful. I have all the information over on my website. You can find it there at wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. It's going to be fantastic. And I hope that you will join us for this magical, changing weekend. You won't regret it. So today I was laughing because we've all had this instance. You are thinking about something and you go into the kitchen and you're going to grab something and you walk in and you go, "Oh, why am I here? What was I going to do?" I had that experience with a coworker today. He walked in through the threshold of the door and stood there and stopped. And I said, "Forgetting why you're here?" And which led us into this whole conversation about, forgetting things and saying, "Oh my gosh, what was I doing? Why am I here?" We've all had that. And believe it or not, this is a real thing, and there's actually a name for it. And it's called the doorway effect. I'm serious. Look it up. It is a real thing. Our brains are going and going and going like a computer, and we are processing things, and we're on the way to do something. And so our brain says, "Yes, we are on the way, we are going to do it," so I can drop that thought and I can move on to something else and think about it. And then you walk through the doorway, you walk through that threshold, and you think, "I have no idea what I was going to do why am I here?" We've all done that. And it's so maddening. And our brains are thinking so quickly and processing things so quickly that one thing drops and another thing starts processing. So, a good way to think about that is if you forget what it is that you are doing, go back to the point of origin to ground and go, "Oh, I remember now." So, this works because you've done it yourself. Okay, I'm going to go back to where I was because I'm going to remember what that was. And it works. An article that I was reading today was saying that the gentleman does great thinking in the shower, which I'm one of those people too. I come up with all kinds of wonderful, awesome ideas when I'm taking my shower. And you get out of the shower and you start doing your thing. You think, "What was that I had such a great idea about?" So he said he actually goes back into the shower, fully clothed, with his notebook to take down the notes. He goes back to the point of origin and records what it was that all the great thoughts that he had, all of the magical moments that he had. I thought, I'm going to try that. And hopefully my husband won't turn the water on when I'm standing fully clothed in the shower with my notebook. But I thought that was actually a really brilliant idea, just to get back and go back to that point of origin to say, what was it that I thought about when I was in the shower, or what was it when I passed through the threshold of the kitchen doorway and now I can't remember what it was and why I'm in here. Go back to that point of origin or backtrack with your thoughts. Okay, wait a minute. I was thinking about this, I was talking about that. And sometimes that will be enough to jog that memory, that computer processor in your brain to say, oh, that's right. That's what I was thinking about. I'm going back into the kitchen to get the keys on the counter so I can leave. So when you're having those issues and you forget about why you entered a room or why you were starting to go do something, go back to your point of origin or think about some of the things that you were thinking about during that time. It really helps and it really jogs that memory, gets that computer back into gear and thinking about all of that. So try it. It works. And I'm actually going to try the shower thing because I forget. I step out of the shower and I start thinking about my day and what's going to go on. And I'm like, oh, what was that wonderful idea that I was thinking about? I've completely forgot what it was going in with my notebook and taking some notes. So I thought it was quite interesting that there is actually a name for this, again, that is called the doorway effect. And it's basically when you pass through that threshold, you pass through that doorway, that's a lot of times when you forget what you were doing. So try it out. Try those techniques. Let me know how they work for you. All right, we are going to go to the phone lines. We have Margaret in South Australia. Good evening, Margaret, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Good evening, and thank you.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. What can I do for you this evening?
Look, just very quickly overall, my health and how things are proceeding, my finance.
Okay. So you're looking for something specific about your health. Is that correct?
Well, yes, just overall, if my health is good.
Okay. Can you repeat that last part again, Margaret?
It's in regards to my health, wanting to know how I'm overall. I've had a few ups and downs, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Let me tune in and see what is coming through for you. And there's going to be a little moment of silence as I do that, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Margaret. So yeah, they're showing me that yes, you've definitely had some kind of ups and downs. Um, it doesn't feel like they're not indicating to me that there's anything serious with
Good.
what's going
Thank you.
on with you.
Oh, no, I just have checkups and, things that I need to do annually, just wanting to know.
Um, they're showing me that you need to um, do some things for yourself, like some self care carving out some
Yes,
time for you,
yes,
because you're kind of running around taking care of everybody else and kind of pushing your own needs aside.
yes,
And so
yes.
being able to recognize that so that you don't get sick, right? Because it's like they're showing me you're
That's
kind of
right.
on that ragged edge a little bit. And
Well,
um,
yeah, there's been a lot going on, finance. Um, I'm hoping to sell my property. I've got a property and I want to sell it. However, the economy and things like that. Yeah,
yeah. So they're saying
and
yes,
that
most definitely you should sell the property. That's going to give you a little bit of breathing room, is what they're saying. Um,
my question is, will it sell? Because I'm in the process of putting it. Well, it's on the market, but will it sell? Will I get the money that I want?
they're saying if you do it within reason. Um, I hear the
Yeah,
words don't get greedy. Um,
yeah.
so if it's within that reasonable amount, you will be able to sell it. Um,
Okay.
one thing I'm being shown is that you can do very easily with your guides is to ask them to go in and cut all of the cords and ties that you or family members have with that property so that it can be
Ab-
so basically it's releasing all of that into the universe to show that, hey, I am ready to let this go, we are ready to let this go, and we are calling in that person who is wanting this piece of property that would be in their best and highest good, and we're asking them to come forth and do that now. So just asking your guides to cut the cords and the ties so that all of that can be released and it'll sell a little easier.
well, I did that. I did that a couple of months ago,
Okay. Okay.
but I'll do it again. I'll tune into my guides and I'll do it the way you've explained.
Yeah, they're saying it just needs like a tiny little bit more scrubbing is what they're saying to me.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay. Well, that's
yeah,
good. Overall, then my health is good. My property will sell, and that for me is a blessing.
yeah. Yeah, they're just saying, keep it in perspective, right?
Yes,
Keep it in perspective.
yes.
Yeah. So I'm being shown they say you know what you're doing. Okay? So don't doubt it.
No, no, I know what
Uh,
I'm doing. I'm very well prepared.
yeah. Follow your gut. Follow your guidance because you that's not going to that isn't going to ever steer you wrong. And so that's the one thing that you do very well. And so they're saying just continue to follow that.
Wonderful. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Um, they're also saying don't get too stubborn or too stuck on a price. And if someone comes to you with an additional offer, try to work with them. Try to get them to the
I
price that
will.
you want, but don't be so stuck that you have to have this particular price. Um, and that process will go a lot easier for you.
Okay, that's great. Can I ask you? I know timing is not very good, but would it be this year or next year?
It's it's kind of somewhere in the middle. I don't see it selling real quickly, but um, I don't see it taking like a year or 2 years. It's kind of somewhere in between. Um,
Oh my God, that sounds like a long time to me.
Well, no, like what I'm saying is it's not going to take that long. So somewhere, somewhere around 6 months maybe?
Okay. So in the new year.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Um, maybe it feels like March. March keeps popping up into my head.
Mm, yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if that's your spring or if that's your fall.
That's our spring.
Okay.
No, sorry, that's our autumn. Fall. We call it autumn here, but um, Americans call it fall.
Okay. Okay.
We're just going into spring now. We're heading for a very,
Okay.
very warm summer, but that's
Okay.
obviously fall is March.
Okay. So it'll yeah,
That sounds
so
good.
yeah. So I think, you
I
know, summer will be coming to a close and people will be getting back into, work life, school life, right? And then they're going to be looking for those types of
Well,
things, right?
this is not just this is not residential. Mine is commercial, so it's quite big.
Yeah, but they're showing me it's the same kind of concept, right? Um, you know, People look at the summer and, they're looking for holiday and they're looking for time off and their focus is completely somewhere else, right? So, yeah, they're looking like it's going to be in that time of year, that time frame.
No, that's good. That's okay. That's okay with me. There's been a lot of preparation because it's a commercial property. It's not residential, and we're coming
Right.
into Christmas, and things slow down in Australia during Christmas.
Right. I'm getting that it'll be before that.
Before Christmas,
Yeah. It'll be before that, before things start slowing down.
well, we're in
Well, wait a minute.
September.
Wait, that's December. No, we're still in March. Sorry. My
We're
fall
still
and
in
your
March.
fall and spring, it's all messed up. So I'm just gonna stick with March. We're gonna go with that.
Okay, great. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Look, all I wanted to know is how my health is going. I've had some ups and downs. I know I have to slow down, which I'm doing, and more working on myself. And selling this
Yes.
property will change my life
Yes.
for the better.
Yes. It's gonna be a
It will
big sigh of
free
relief.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, because the property, in fact, you're absolutely correct. Um, I did have it cleared. However, it's an inheritance, and therefore there are ties to it. My mother, my brother, and I'm trying to get out of the ties with my brother. I've
Yes.
gone through a court. He's taken me to court, so he's still not, not signing and not, finishing off things. He's still dragging things through. Very difficult.
Yeah. Um he feels like he doesn't have it feels like he doesn't have a say, or that's how his perspective is. Like his power is being taken away somehow. Um,
um, can I ask you? Are we on a live show where people can hear everything?
we are.
Oh, okay. Then I can't say very much. No, I don't. I don't.
I
Yeah.
I
No,
understand.
he's no. This person has got a lot of power, unless things have changed a bit. You know, not
Right.
sure. just want to move away from this person.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, I get that. Um, there's gonna be just a little bit of a struggle left with this one. It's gonna be a little tough, but eventually it's gonna resolve itself and work itself out.
Good. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with this evening?
No, the struggles with my health has all been due to a family member, and the struggles with the finances all combined together. And selling the property is a way of releasing myself from all energies, all people, and moving forward to more stability.
Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you.
Yes, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate this.
You're very so welcome. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Oh, well, it's only 12 o'clock here in Australia, in South Australia, so we're here
Oh,
during the day. So thank you very,
that's
very much.
right. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, next we have Gigi in New York. Good evening, Gigi, and welcome to your time to shine.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling in. What can I help you with this evening?
So, again, I just want a general reading just to see what the spirit guides have to say for me.
Okay, perfect. Give me just a couple minutes here as I tune in, and there's be a little bit of silence, and then I'll be right back with you, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Okay, Gigi. So I have this song Zippity Doo Dah going through my head, and
Oh, God.
seeing somebody skipping and being playful and having fun. Um, it's like what they're showing me is kind of like your outlook on life, that you've got this playfulness about you, and like a spring in your step, um, that you've had to overcome some big challenges and you feel like, wow, okay, maybe we're finally through that, and now I can sing and dance and relax a little bit and rejoice in all that's been going on. um they're showing me that there's been a lot of um bumps in the road and challenges that you've had to overcome, and you've come through um, with this beaming light about you. And they're wanting you to know and recognize what you've gone through and what you've done and how you've come out on the other side. Does that make sense for
Wow.
you?
Yes, thank
Um, you're a very humble person. So actually just hearing this kind of makes you go, ooh, I don't know. Doesn't that, yeah, okay, that's great, but let's just keep moving on. So they're
you.
really wanting you they're really wanting it's like I'm feeling uneasy in my skin. I'm like, okay, well, yep, that's great. Let's move on. Um so but they really want you to recognize what you've done and what you've accomplished. And to take that for a moment and savor it, because you don't do that very often, you know. Um Actually pat yourself on the back a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
I keep hearing new job, new prospect. Are you looking at something? Are you looking at changing or shifting jobs?
Possibly moving.
Possibly moving. Okay. Which brings the new job.
Yes.
They're saying that this is going to be a good shift for you. So if you're questioning it or you're doubting it, it's going to be a good thing for you.
Thank you.
They're showing me that you're feeling like you're being held back a little bit. And so they're just saying kind of look into that, dive deeper into why it is you're truly, truly holding back. Because they said that those reasons may be more what I would call ego-based rather than heartfelt. So drop into your heart and think about what your heart would like, what would give you the most joy, and have that help you move through your decisions.
Okay.
Does that make sense for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because right now you're struggling between your head and your heart. And your heart isn't ever going to prove you wrong.
Okay.
That's a hard concept for you too, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. But they're saying just sit with that and think about it from your heart's perspective and ask yourself what would make your heart sing. Okay? Because I feel like there is a lot of opportunity, not only just with the job, but with the move itself. And it could be the perfect thing that you're needing right now. Okay.
Okay.
And we are coming down to the last few seconds of our show, Gigi. So I have to say goodnight, but I want to thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much for my reading. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Have a great night.
Wonderful to talk to you.
Thank you.
Yes, you too. Thank you so much.
You too. Well, that does it for me, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Do head over to my website. I am booking readings into late October at wingsofsoulswithjulie.com, or you can reach me on my Facebook pages, Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or Your Time to Shine. Have a wonderful night, everyone. We'll see you again next Thursday.